Hello everyone. Today we will see Kyoto Protocol, and this is the first video on different environment protocols at international levels. Okay, so in today we will only see Kyoto Protocol, not all the protocol in one video on a single day because it will be hectic and video will be very lengthy. Okay, so here today we will see only Kyoto Protocol and all other protocols we will see in upcoming videos and only one protocol in one video. Okay. So let's start. What is Kyoto Protocol? So first of all, let me tell you difference between protocol and convention, because there is a Basel Convention, then Montreal Convention, okay, Montreal Protocol, okay. So that and Kyoto Protocol, Basel Convention, then Ramsar Convention. All these are convention and protocol. So what is the difference? So first, convention is what the things, or there are some measures or guidelines that if you follow, that you can, if you follow, then you can do a better in a positive, our towards a step in positive sense. Okay, like on our environment, our positive, to recover our environment, there are the some measures. These are not legally binding. Okay, whether if you do or not, okay, whether if you follow or not, if you follow it, then it will be good for you. Your international image will be very good at international level, and you will be considered as a good player in conservation of environment and fighting against climate change. And protocol is what? It is a legal binding agreement that if you sign it, then you must be follow it, and there are some rules and regulations of that protocol. Okay, so understand. So Kyoto Protocol is passed in a COP, third COP. What is COP? COP is Conference of Parties, and Conference of Parties is a part of UNFCCC. Okay, so we will see later what is UNFCCC. But Kyoto Protocol is the first convention based on greenhouse gas emission. This is the first protocol. So first main thing that we have to remember is Kyoto Protocol is a first protocol based on to reduce the greenhouse gases emission. Okay, so this protocol has been signed in Kyoto, Japan in 1997, but due to its complex ratification process, so it is enforced into 2005. What is this complex ratification process? So we will see later in this video. So here what is the distinction I have said, and what it Kyoto Protocol says, the greenhouse gas emission. So this level is started from after industrial revolution, and whatever the developed countries today are once developing country, but due to industrial revolution, okay, so they have industrialized all the process, and within that year it is around 1800 first industrial revolution started, if I'm not wrong. So from that day, from 1800 to till now, whatever the emission they have done, it is much more than the other developing or poor countries. So Kyoto Protocol is strictly binding the developed country that you have to clean up this mess whatever you have spread out. But it is not only on them, it is a common responsibility but differential amount. Like those who are poor country or developing country, so their greenhouse gas emission will be less if we compare from 1800. Okay, so the responsibility of the developing country is less, but developed country is, yes, they have to follow. Okay, so what is its main structure of Kyoto Protocol? So it is the main is reporting and verification procedure. Like all the documents, for example, greenhouse gas emission at 1800, 1900, and this year, all the reports that you have to make, and we have to verify with world level. Okay. Then flexible market based mechanism. We will see what is the market based mechanisms like carbon trading and offsetting. Okay, and compliance system. So these are the three main things. Okay, or we can say that structure of Kyoto Protocol, it is made up of three things are focused of greenhouse gases. These all three things of greenhouse gases. So first is document and document verification and flexible market based system. Okay, and it is, I already said, this is all for greenhouse gas emission. So reporting is, all the data you have to collect, and you have to analyze it, and our next step will be based on that reports also. So what is this flexible market mechanism? This is the main thing in Kyoto Protocol. So flexible marketing mechanism, that means if let me give you by example. If a developed country has emitted some amount of greenhouse gas, so by reducing that amount, what country can do, it can more give more give an on plantation or forestation. Okay, so it is not only like, for example, any developed country X, so within its territory, it can grow the plants and trees, and it can do the forestation. But Kyoto Protocol allows that X country to do the efforts to reduce their greenhouse gases in other country Y also. Okay, and Y country, it may be uh, developed country or developing country or poor country. Okay, and the second is joint implementation. So what is joint implementation? For example, country X and country Y, like if we take USA and Japan, so these both have contributed in greenhouse gases, and they have some common technology. Like US is thinking on this technology that we can reduce our greenhouse gas emission, and Japan is also thinking, so they can jointly implement some policies, and in some other third countries also. Okay, and whatever the emissions are, that they can trade also. Like some country has uh, less emissions, so they will give carbon credit. Okay, so they can sell carbon credit in terms of technology transfer or manpower transfer, whatever thing. So what is the main objective? That is a long term sustainable development through technology transfer and investment in environment. And with the help of countries, the Kyoto commitment, where they will reduce the emission by removing carbon. Okay, carbon, not other greenhouse gas substance, the but major is carbon dioxide, so they will focus on reducing carbon. Okay, and so these are this. So what is joint implementation? So these are two main objectives, that is to reduce the greenhouse gas for our sustainable development through technology transfer also. For example, a joint implementation. Okay, here I will tell you what is the flexible marketing mechanism. So there is a joint implementation, clean development mechanism. Okay, and emission trading also. So what is the joint implementation? As I told you, US and Japan, I have given the example of US and Japan. That is a country, two countries, they can jointly, like for example, this is all the thing that in written, but I will give you the by simple example. Let us take US and Japan. Okay, again, US and Japan thought that we will develop some technology that will directly absorb CO2 from atmosphere, and we will convert it into some other useful process like CO2 in gardening and all other thing, or industrial cooling. Generally CO2 is used, so we can do some work on technology. So Japan and USA, what they can do, they can jointly start a venture. They can start a new company that is working on this. They can research jointly in this. Okay, it is not compulsory that US has to do a separate and Japan has to do separate. No, you can jointly do this carbon emission reducing. And this implementation, like for example, India, for in India there is a land available, so India can invite both of them to start their a plant for sucking the carbon dioxide from atmosphere and use it to convert it into some useful work. Okay, so this is the about joint implementation. Next is clean development mechanism. What is the clean development mechanism? So we know that the carbon dioxide trading, the carbon dioxide emissions are from generally automobile, thermal power plants, and our industrial activities. But that these are major sources. But the waste, the solid waste, and all other things are the garbage, household garbage, municipal garbage. So these all are uh, doing in greenhouse gassing emission. They are also responsible in greenhouse gas emission. So we have to focus on these components also, like we can do incineration. Okay, so incineration projects and landfill projects, these are the some process also that we can do this. And that electrification, so street light, so solar street light can be used. So this is one other example of clean development mechanism. Okay, next is carbon trading. And carbon trading, it is what? Okay, here whatever it is written, I am not reading line by line. Okay, but I'm giving you just idea for a normal people, not every aspirant from UPSC point of view. I'm explaining him or her with a common point of view, because this PDF I've already shared in my Telegram group. Okay, so you can download it, and you can read this all the lines one by one, but I will just give you idea, because if you read directly, then it will be your bouncer for many people. So I will explaining you what is this Kyoto Protocol. So why this is complex ratification process. So it is a the main thing that is the developed country, they have to reduce, and developing country, they may or may not do this technology thing, like they have to do carbon trading and they have to reduce the emission. So obviously the developed country did not agree for it. Okay, like this is a partiality. So due to this some complex ratification process, like the developed country, it should be legally binding for them. They have to reduce within the 5% of the carbon emission within last compared to last 10 years. Okay, so these are the some things that they have to follow. But developing country and poor countries, they do not have to follow any of this criteria. So in United Nations, the developed country raised one issue that the developing country are nowadays doing more greenhouse gas emission compared to this. So why they are not? So after this long process in 2015, this is ratified. But many people say it is a failed convention, because yes, it is come in 1995 and 2015. After 20 years, it is implemented. Okay, and in within that 20 years, how much greenhouse gas it is in environment, how much greenhouse gas emitted. So that is the thing, that's why some many people call it as failed. But this is not totally failed, it is somewhat failed, but majority it is a successful. What is carbon trading? Okay, let us, this is the final, and this is the major one this is the one very unique thing that we find in Kyoto Protocol, that is carbon trading. It's like our online wallet, in our Paytm or UPI wallet, whatever the amount cashback we are receiving, so it is not our physical money, like 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Okay, it is in their wallet in forms of virtual currency. Okay, so carbon trading is what? In this what happen, let me tell you this emission trading and option trading. Okay, all in one. What is in what? In this carbon trading, what they do, they have set the upper limit, maximum limit, that this much amount of greenhouse gases you can release in environment per year. Okay, if you cross that limit, then there will be penalty for you. And if you l- emit lower than this, so whatever the remaining quota, that will be converted into your credit, like 1 ton is equal to 1 coin, 1 carbon credit. 2 ton is equal to 2 carbon credit. This is an example. So for example, a country India, so and let us say assume whatever the data I'm telling, that is an assumption and that is for simplification. Suppose uh, globally it is accepted that you cannot emit more than 1000 tons of greenhouse gases in a particular year. Now take a country like India. So India has emitted 900 tons of uh, sorry, it is what I have told, it is 100 tons. Okay, so a country cannot emit more than 100 ton greenhouse gases, but India in a particular year, same year, they have emitted 90 tons of greenhouse gas. So still it has 10 tons of greenhouse gases in his. Okay, so that 10 ton, it is a quote, the remaining quota that has been converted into 9 carbon credits. For example, 91 carbon credit is equal to 10. So 9 carbon credits, that is with India, positive. But let us take another country, whatever, XYZ. So they have emitted 110. Okay, 110 ton, that is above, so there will be penalty for him. And there is a negative carbon, like if they have, that is at more than 10 ton, that more great 10 ton higher, so there will be minus 10 or minus 10 credit. Okay, minus 10 carbon credit. So this is the like a trading. Okay, emission trading. Okay, what is this carbon trading and carbon credit? It is like one in universally globally accepted one equation that we exactly don't know, but it is not for our mean. That is what we know is there is one limit. If you emit below this, then it will be beneficial, and whatever the remaining, that will be converted and in deposited in your account as a carbon credit. And if you emit more, then it will be deducted. Okay, that's the thing. But what this thing happen, for example, India have positive 10 carbon credits and another country have negative 10 carbon credit. Okay, now India can give 10 carbon credit also. In this, as per this Kyoto Protocol, India can give that carbon credit also to the developed country or developing country, whether it may be. So in Kyoto Protocol, that is a very much flexibility in mechanism. That's why it is called flexible trading mechanism. Why? A developed country can do the technology transfer and by, okay, carbon credit or technology transfer. If they can jointly implement a new venture also, they can start some new projects in developing country also. Developing country can give technology transfer or manpowers or service. Okay, or it may be carbon credits in form of or service sector. Okay, so these are the some very flexibility. For example, India, now what we learn, India has a positive 10 and other country has negative 10. So what the country do, if if the penalty goes high and high, so you have to be legally responsible for it. Okay, so we can trade carbon credit in one country to another country also. So what that country which have negative carbon credit, they can ask for India for the carbon credit. So India can give positive 10, so they both become carbon neutral. Okay, it depends on country whether they allow or not. Okay, so now what India will give, India will give 10 carbon credit, but not, it's like not any wallet that you can you scan the QR code for particular country. Like it's not a shop like in where all the 195 countries QR code is there, and you will just whatever country calls you or message you that give me 10 credit and you scan it and trade. That is not the thing. That is a virtual transfer of carbon credit in terms of technology. Like India can give that CO2 absorbing machine, or India can give the seeds for the plantation or samplings of the plants to that country. Okay, or India can give the technicians of the particular field that will, like in air conditioning and refrigeration, they will exhaust more greenhouse gases. So India can give the best, the technological expert to that country, in that country, so they will emit, they will some do innovation and research, so that their efficiency will be increased. So this is the all about carbon trading and carbon offsetting. So if one country whatever emits, and their emission, to counter that, whatever efforts the country makes in other country or at other place, that is called offset trading. Okay, like India or US is doing some activity to neutralize its carbon greenhouse gas emission in India, that is called offset trading. Okay, and Bhutan is only carbon negative sorry, carbon carbon neutral country. Okay, what it means, that whatever its emission is very much below. Okay, it is a sink, carbon sink. It is also called as carbon sink of the world, because whatever the greenhouse gases it emit, so more than greenhouse gas it sinks. Okay, so that's why it is called, Bhutan is a carbon neutral country, or you can say that absorber of the world's pollution. So that's a good thing. And this is the main things of Kyoto Protocol. But many developed countries found that we will do that technology transfer, and due to some international relations also. So these are the some hurdles or bottlenecks are there, but after time that has been removed also, and this is generally continued till practice. Okay, so this is about Kyoto Protocol. Okay, hope you understand, and in next video we will see a next protocol. Thank you for watching, and if you have any doubt, or if you find like something that you don't understand, then you can comment in the comment section that this part I cannot understand, I will explain you again. Okay, thank you for watching, and stay tuned and subscribe this for next video.